Hey everybody, I'm back, Whimsy here, your whimsical witch. And I had the calling to make this video, actually for a while now, and I finally decided, okay, I'll just go ahead and make it today. And it's about fears. It's the fears that I will be talking about, the fears that I have. And some of you may also share in these fears, or they may not bother you at all. And are fears something that you're born with? Are we born with these fears, or are they taught to us? The reason for me feeling the need to make this video today is because although I haven't felt any fears for a while, I've been able to, walk around the dark without having, or walk in front of a mirror in the dark without feeling any kind of fear, or even sleeping without a light on. But recently, I would say for about a week, I don't know if anybody else has this experience, but lately first thing I do in the morning when I first wake up is I use the bathroom, and I always brush my teeth. And we have a little night light on in the bathroom, so it's not completely 100% dark in there. But I always go inside because I'm usually the first one up, and I don't want to wake anybody else up. So I'll close the door behind me, and I just have the little night light on, and I'll use the bathroom, and then I'll brush my teeth. And recently, and I've done this before, but recently, it's gotten to where I don't want to look at my reflection in the mirror when I brush my teeth. I tend to want to turn away from my reflection because of the shadows that I see in the background. And don't ask me why. Don't ask me why suddenly I'm starting to feel this need to do this. I haven't been watching any scary movies or watching anything really creepy or scary on YouTube or anything like that. But just recently I've been having to feel like I don't want to look at my reflection. And it could possibly be that there is something calling to me. It could be like a dark god or goddess that is trying to get my attention. So what are the fears, and why do we fear? And if I was to go back to a time when I was like maybe 4 or 5, and we lived in a house, with wood floors, so it had a porch, so it was up above the ground, and they had a crawl space, I guess for plumbers or electricians to get under. And I could think the grate was broken or open or something, and I would crawl under there looking for my cats. And my brother would go out, he would tell me how he would go out oftentimes looking for me, and I'd be under there. And I do actually recall like what it looks like under there. The dirt ground with a kind of like the wooden planks above you, and maybe some spider webs. But I don't recall feeling any fear, because obviously I couldn't fear the dark because there's just a little bit of light shining through. There's no way I could fear the dark if I was to crawl under there. So something must have, now I'd be like, ooh, I'm not gonna crawl under there, creepy. You don't know what you might find, some dead animals or I don't know what, but ugh. But when I was a kid, I didn't see anything, wrong with that. I do know that I used to like to stay up, me and my brother like to stay up late, and my mom would go to bed early, and she'll kind of tease me like, oh, you better go to bed or all Rawhead and Bloody Bones will get you. It's like, I don't know what that is. Or maybe that's something that she grew up with in the country, but she would just tease me like that, scare me into going to bed. And there was also when I know I spoke to about this in other videos about the gold room, and how I'd be in there playing and my brother would turn the light off on me and close the door. Just mean things like that. And oftentimes he would turn off the light and close the door on me, and then kind of like tease me and make me scared. So that might have triggered something. It might have triggered the fears in me. But I'm an adult. That's when I was a kid. I'm an adult now. I shouldn't still have these fears. I shouldn't fear what may be in the dark, because nothing's ever happened to me. You know, I've seen shadows move, and especially the ones I don't like are the really dark shadows. But they never hurt me. They never caused me any harm. So why do I fear them? Why, as an adult, do I still fear the dark and what might be in the dark? And why do I still fear the shadows? And why do I not want to look at my reflection in the dark? So if when I have those fears, and I just go ahead, it doesn't happen all the time, but when I do have those fears, I just go ahead and turn on the bathroom light, and then I'm okay. Same thing at night is when if I go to bed early or before anybody else, and there's like a little night light on. And most of the time I can leave the little light on. It's just a small little light above my bed. And I have crystals hanging above the bed, and I have a dream catcher that my bestie made me hanging up above the bed, so I don't have any bad dreams. I may have interesting dreams like the one I had last night, but nothing really horrific, or I don't have any night terrors anymore. But if I feel the need I need light, I'll just turn another light on, not the main light, but another night light on. We have many little lights, just so I feel the comfort if I'm going to sleep by myself. I do have a cat. If you guys have probably seen in some of my videos, her name is Hazel, and she has a little bell on her collar. In the morning, if I'm the first one up, I had to walk after using the bathroom, of course, and I turn the light off and I close the door. And going from the hall to the front room, it's dark. There's no light on in there most of the time. It's dark. So I have to walk through the living room to turn on the light that's next to the sofa. And I usually have to do that in the dark. But I'll call out for her, probably like, Hazel, Hazel, I hear the ting, ting, ting. And I know she's there. So I feel comforted. I feel that since I've gotten her, I feel not so afraid of the dark, you know, as I did before. But during the daytime, I'm fine. You know, no problems. But if it's dark, like right now, I wouldn't feel comfortable recording this video in a darkened room with just, say, a candle. Though, I mean, I have done it once for, I think, the Countdown to Yulmus, I did it. I think I might do that though. I have been tempted to, if the next time I feel a fear in the bathroom and some more I did feel that, because I was too excited about the dream I had. Which I feel like I might have discovered another goddess, I don't know yet, who's been trying to contact me. Well, I still gotta learn about that. But I think the next time I do feel that way, I think I should grab the camera and just film and talk about it, because I do feel that talking about it, being open and sharing our fears, I think it helps. When I was, I think last year, I was seeing a lot of, I was seeing a lot of shadow people. I was feeling them moving. I was feeling like they were moving. Like I was feeling this presence, not really a bad, negative presence, but enough to kind of make me feel a little uncomfortable. So I made a video about shadow people, and I uploaded that. And since I did that, they kind of like went away. And it wasn't until just recently that I felt like I couldn't look in mirrors in the dark, or seeing the shadows, especially the really dark shadows, just kind of creep me out, even if they don't move. I mean, I don't know if it's just my imagination, I see them move, but maybe it's all in my mind. But what are your fears? And like, what are you afraid of? What scares you? And people, I know there's those who are afraid of public speaking, being out in public. I don't know if being an empath, because I'm an empath, and I'm also kind of like some kind of clairvoyance. I'm not quite sure what the word is I'm looking for, but I know things without knowing how I know them, and I know I feel very close to like the fairy world and the supernatural and spirits and so forth, and I wonder if that's has something to do with it. If there's a connection, if there's a doorway, um, is there a god or goddess or someone that's trying to contact with me, and I'm kind of like avoiding it. Like someone keeps ringing and ringing, and you don't want to answer the phone because you're afraid. I don't feel like whatever it is trying to cause me harm. I thought about scrying with a black mirror. I just don't know how I feel about that, really. I've been journaling more. I've been writing down my ideas more. I've been sharing more about myself. Something that I can't really do too much in real, because if you tell anybody you're a witch, they're gonna look at you like, give you like these weird looks and stuff. And I mean, I don't know. I just really felt like I wanted to talk about this. About, trying to figure out why. I don't know, maybe just talking about this, sharing with you guys, I think it might help me. Not, because right now I don't feel anything. I don't feel any fears. I see things flying around, but maybe just my little fairy friends. I still haven't done an offering for my fairy friends because they're doing a lot of maintenance work around the building that I'm in, and I kind of don't feel comfortable going out there. I don't want to give an offering that might get kicked around or something, so I haven't been able to do an offering yet. So I don't know what else to talk about. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to share and make the video about if there's anybody else out there who, as an adult, still fears being in the dark, or still fears the spirit world. Like to me, as long as I'm with other people, I think I'm okay. But to be in a room by myself, I mean, it's kind of like where I would like to be able to sit and have my eyes closed and just meditate. But I feel like I can't. I feel like I can't relax enough to do that. Like there's just, like, my imagination will take over and I'll feel like there's a presence there. And it could be a good presence, right? It could be my spiritual advisor. It could be a spirit animal. It could be my god or goddess. It could be an angel. My angel. It could be something positive. But I was brought up thinking that these things, I was brought up fear. My mom put fear in me. She had fear. She had her own fears. And I feel like she put those fears in me. And they're not really my fears. Because I mean, I used to like not have those fears, and I feel like she put those fears in me. So am I living through my mom's fears and not really my own? Maybe I just need to look into who's calling me. Is there someone in the shadows, someone in the dark, and not someone that I should fear? The next time I have that feeling, I'll bring the camera along, and I'll bring you guys along with me, so you guys can really see what I feel as I express it. So thank you guys for joining me as I kind of try to talk a little bit about it, try to open up more, because this is all new to me. I just recently have this channel. I've just recently been reawakened, trying to get back into my love for the magical, the mysterious, and sometimes dark, spooky. I mean, I like things like graveyards and ghost stories and skulls and creepy places and haunted houses. I mean, stuff like that. They both interest me a lot, and at the same time creeps me out. But I like being scared. I like being creeped out. I like the mysterious. I like solving mysteries. I like the unknown, and I like stepping into that. I like facing my fears, or trying to face my fears, and to understand that there's really nothing to be afraid of. And I guess that's it. So until next time, guys, I'll just let you know that I love you. And thank you so much for watching me and subscribing to me and commenting. I love you guys so much, and it really helps me feel connected. It helps me not feel like my thoughts are like there's something, you know, I know there's something, I know I'm weird and stuff, but it helps me to feel connected, and that there's others out there that are like me. And on that, I'll see you guys next time, and as always, keep a light in your heart and a smile on your face, and you guys check me out on Facebook, where I'm there pretty much all day. Well, I'm not there, like sitting there all day, but you know. So check me out, and until next time, love you guys.